Last week's devastating loss still hangs heavy in the air. The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 3 wastes no time pulling us deeper into the aftermath. Let's dive into the heartbreaking, action-packed journey that unfolds in tonight's breakdown. Our opening scene sets the emotional weight for the entire episode. We see Joel's body being carefully cleaned, and Tommy steps in to help, his grief raw and real. As Tommy gently cleans Joel's broken watch, the same one Sarah gave him, the camera slowly pans out, revealing the full horror of the attack, the bodies of the fallen surrounding him. It's a gut-wrenching start. Meanwhile, Ellie jolts awake in the hospital, screaming uncontrollably as flashes of Abby killing Joel haunt her dreams. And just like that, bam, we're yanked into the new normal. Fast forward 3 months. Outside Jackson, Tommy and Jesse are hard at work. You can see that the whole town is pitching in, trying to rebuild it. Ellie is finally being released from the hospital, but emotionally, she's still broken. Gail, a sharp, no-nonsense character, confronts Ellie about Joel. She even asks about Joel's words before he died. He said he saved you. What did he mean by that? Ellie dodges the question, but Gail isn't fooled. She knows Ellie is hiding something. Ellie then heads to Joel's house after being released. Inside, she finds a red box on Joel's bed. Inside it, Joel's broken watch and his revolver, a clear sign that Tommy left these precious items for her. As Ellie steps into Joel's bedroom, surrounded by his clothes and memories, she breaks down in tears. It's a brutal, beautiful moment of mourning. But duty calls. Dina shows up and Ellie wipes her tears away. It's time to talk strategy. Dina knows the names of the people responsible. We have the dark-haired fella, who's Manny, the other guy, Owen, a bald female named Nora, and then we have the braided one. Her name is Abby. And they all belong to a group called the WLF, the Washington Liberation Front, out of Seattle. Their logo? A yellow triangle and a snarling wolf head. Ellie and Dina rush to tell Tommy, who's hesitant to act. He suggests bringing it to the city council for a vote. Ellie burns with frustration, but Tommy wants the town's support. Meanwhile, we see a mysterious group of strangers walking on a dirt road. All of their cheeks have been slashed from their sideburns to their mouths. This group seems to be some type of religious group, and they're moving away from Seattle. They seem to communicate with one another by whistling. We are introduced to a father and his daughter as they have a conversation. The tracker among them alerts the group. The girl asks, "Demons?" And the father responds, "No, wolves." Could they be talking about Abby's WLF? Back in Jackson, Ellie trains with Jesse, preparing for the council meeting. Jesse reassures her the town might just side with her if she plays it smart. Don't go in guns a-blazing on a revenge quest. Show the town the softer side of you, and you may just get what you want. At the town meeting, most of the town seems to be against going to find Abby's group in Seattle. All but Seth. Seth is the older gentleman in episode 1 who called Ellie and Dina dykes on the dance floor during New Year's Eve. Seth tells the townsfolk that they are acting like a bunch of victims, and that this group will most likely come back and kill even more of them. In his angry speech, he even tells them that they will deserve it. It is then Ellie's turn. She reads a well-written letter talking about how she wants justice for Joel, not revenge. After Ellie is finished reading the letter, the council votes. It's close, but not close enough. Despite a passionate, heartfelt speech from Ellie, the council votes 8-3 against sending a team of 16 to Seattle. Ellie's devastation is palpable. Later, Tommy vents to Gail at a youth baseball game. Gail's blunt. She thinks Ellie's lying and beyond saving. Tommy, haunted by his brother's death, fears Ellie might spiral the same way Joel once did. At the end of the conversation, Gail tells Tommy that some people just can't be saved. Back at Ellie's house, Ellie is loading Joel's revolver, and Dina comes to see her. Dina asks Ellie what her plan is, and she doesn't really have one beside finding and killing Abby. She wants to use Joel's revolver to do the deed. We come to find out that Dina is quite the Girl Scout. She has everything mapped out, including what supplies they'll need, what kind of clothing, weapons, ammo, and of course a map. And she also tells Ellie to make sure she puts on boots. The plan is to meet at 3 a.m. and she will go gather the supplies. The girls meet up as Dina arrives with none other than Seth, who brings Ellie his rifle. He also brings a horse from the stables and plenty of medical supplies. Ellie is still not happy with him, but does shake his hand as she and Dina head out to Seattle. Their first stop, Joe's grave. While Ellie visits Joe's grave, she leaves behind a small amount of coffee beans. If you remember back in season 1, episode 4, coffee played a special role in their bond. Joe's love for the bitter brew was one of the many small human connections that they shared. Later in that episode, they are driving and Joe drinks coffee from a canteen, which is absolutely disgusting to Ellie. In that episode, Ellie says, "Is that really what those Starbucks in the QZ used to sell?" Joe says, "Well, theirs was a lot fresher than what Bill saved up, but yeah, this is what they sold." Ellie says, "It smells like burnt shit." So again, it's just another connection that the two of them make early on in the relationship. Later on, it's revealed in The Last of Us Part 2 that coffee had even a deeper meaning between Joe and Ellie. But we'll save those spoilers for another day. As rain pours down, Ellie and Dina camp out for the night. Tensions rise when Dina brings up New Year's Eve and Jesse. It's clear there's more going on between Dina and Ellie than just friendship, adding emotional layers to their partnership. The next morning, they're back on the move towards Seattle. Along the way, they stumble upon a gruesome scene. The bodies of the scarred religious group we met earlier are all slaughtered, even the father and his daughter. Ellie believes the wolves could be responsible. Ellie does notice that around the dead body of the tracker that there are several different types of bullets. Fury fuels them even harder now. As they near Seattle, the city is eerily quiet. Too quiet. Suddenly a chilling sight. The wolves, heavily armored tanks and militia marching in formation. And there are a lot of them. The girls have no idea what they have gotten themselves into. Another incredible episode. I really appreciate how the show takes its time to explore grief, giving Joe's death the mourning period it deserves. In the video game, it's over rather quickly because it is an action-based game. Despite the time jump, the story moves forward with heart-pounding tension. I also love that Seth, who was previously set up as a minor antagonist, is given a small redemption arc. And Ellie, forgiving him, shows real emotional growth, something that's going to be crucial as the season progresses. Last week was a perfect 10 out of 10 for me, and this episode, a very solid 9 out of 10. The Last of Us continues to hit all the right emotional beats, and I honestly can't wait for the next episode. And speaking of next week, based on where we left off, here are 2 predictions that I have to share with you. I do want to preface this by saying I have not played the second part of the video game and I don't know anything that happens past what we have seen in the show thus far. Prediction 1. Ellie and Dina will be captured by the wolves probably even before they have a chance to find Abby. They will be forced to live inside of this enemy territory. Now I don't know exactly what the wolves were doing moving. I don't know if they're moving from location to location. But I think we'll find out next episode. I also don't think that we're going to get an Abby and Ellie conversation unless it's at the very, very end of the episode where they finally meet. The biggest issue here is that because Dina and Ellie will be captured and they will be prisoners, that she's not going to be able to accomplish the mission. Prediction 2. The scarred religious group, or what's left of them, will become unexpected allies for Ellie and Dina. I don't think that we're done with their storyline yet. I wouldn't be shocked if we somehow got another member of the father and daughter that we ended up seeing murdered. Maybe a older sibling or even the wife. But I think there might be something else happening with all of this. Well, guys, that's it for this week's breakdown. Let me know what you thought of episode 3 in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to keep those heads on, and I'll see you guys in the next video.